Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Requester Team Training webinar. My name is Peter, and I'm a Technical Support Associate here at Upkeep. Today, we're going to dive into the ins and outs of this product for a Requester user on the mobile application for Android. So for our agenda today, we'll go over what the role of a Requester is and cover how to navigate the Android app as this user. Then we'll learn how to create work order requests and view the status on them. And finally, I'll provide some support resources at the very end. All right, to get started, let's talk about the role overview. So to start off, requesters are users whose single main function is to submit work order requests and to check the status of these requests. These are free users and they don't require a paid user license. And there's no limit to how many requesters you can create. So an example of this could be, let's say you're a tenant in an office building who can use this app to report any maintenance issues on your floor for your office. That would be an example of a requester. So now that we know what the role of this user is, let's go over how to navigate this app as this user. First things first, when you first get set up as a requester, your team admin sends you an email invite. And then that looks like this on the left-hand side. Once you get that email, just click into this blue link and it'll take you here where you can set up your password and your full name. Once you've done that, you can now log into your requester account with your email as your username and your newly created password. Okay, so let's go dive right into the Android app and learn some of the navigation tools. So this is how the interface looks like. Requests, this is where you can see all of your pending or submitted requests. If I click on those three lines right there, it'll take you to the menu bar. You can go to settings, you can go to edit profile, and this is where you can make any edits to your name. You can change your phone number. You can also manage your preferences, such as your email or push notifications by clicking on and off on this toggle button. And you can also change your password right here. All right, and once you make those changes, you can hit save. And if not, you can discard those and click on the back arrow button. If you need help with just any questions you have, you can click where it says contact us. And this will connect you with a live chat with a technical support expert. And you can just start typing away, ask any questions, and we'll be more than happy to guide and assist you. All right, so you can click on that X mark and then click here to go back to requests. And then finally, you'll see all your requests. And if you click on this box right here with the three lines, this is where you can filter your work order request by different statuses. All right, so now let's go to how to create your work order request. And then we'll also talk about filtering your work order requests in more detail. Okay, so to first go ahead and create a test work order request. What you can do is right here, this blue circle with the plus sign, you can go ahead, click there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just create an example. So I'll title this request, work order request 1. And then there's different fields for you to fill out. Anything that has an asterisk mark means it's a required field. If not, those are optional. And your team admin has the ability to edit this form. So they can hide certain fields, make other fields required or optional. So just keep that in mind. I'm just gonna put this as medium priority. I can do things as adding an image by taking a photo or choosing one that already exists in my camera roll. So let's say I wanna choose that one. Then I can just hit the check mark button and that'll be loaded. And then where it says asset, you can choose an asset from anything that's existing. And then if you click on this barcode scanner option, you can scan your assets that way as well. All right, so I'm going to choose a location and then I'll set a due date as well. So I'll set this maybe a few days out. And once I filled out the necessary fields, then I can hit submit. And once I do that, the work order request I just created is now shown here in my requested queue. So requested means that this work order request, it's going to be reviewed by your team admin, and they have the ability to approve your request so it gets turned into a work order, or they can decline it as well. And some of the reasons why it might get declined is that maybe it's a duplicate work order request, or maybe your team admin needs more details and wants you to fill it out more completely again. Okay, so now let's review the statuses again in the filtering option. So if you click on that box, let me give you a brief rundown of what these mean. So requested, we already know. Open means your work order request has been approved, but work hasn't been done on it yet. In progress means your work order is currently being worked on right now by like a maintenance team or technicians. On hold can mean that your work order request, maybe work was started on it earlier, but it's on pause. Example is maybe like a maintenance technician had to run to the store really quick to buy a certain part to finish completing the repair. Incomplete means the work is done and it's been completed out. If you apply all those filters, you can see all your submitted and past work order requests. And you can also click into your work order requests to see the details, and you can click where it says updates to leave any communication back and forth with your team admin. So for this one, I can say, hey, what is the status on this? And if I click that arrow icon, then I can send my message across that way. All right, so that wraps up our Requester webinar. Here are some support resources to provide any added guidance in case you need additional help or have general questions. So to conclude, thank you for joining in. If you find this helpful, just let us know. If you have any comments, please let us know. We're very happy to get some feedback. And other than that, talk to you soon. Goodbye.